Fuck AI, dude. Hi, my name's Scasm, and if you haven't heard by now, AI is essentially ruining the entire games industry. You have RAM prices that have absolutely skyrocketed, with bundles going from formerly $250 to now well over $1,000 Canadian. Yeah, the price is probably a little bit different in America. You have SSD price increases. You have companies like Corsair canceling people's orders and then relisting the exact same item for hundreds of dollars more. You have phone companies reducing the amount of RAM that they put in their phones and lowering the amount of SSDs. Every console this generation has gone up in price rather than down, and then you've also seen the storage sizes go down. Like, it's a catastrophe. And all of it is because of AI. And where this bothers me the most is with Valve. Everybody loves Valve. Everybody loves Valve's products. Valve does great things. They know how to put out good hardware. They know how to put out great, unbelievably good games. So of course, towards the end of 2025, when they announced their new product lineup, which is the Steam Frame, the Steam Machine, and their new Steam controller, all of which I want. I want to get my grubby little hands on them. The problem is, I think potentially other than the controller, the other stuff isn't coming out, and it's because of AI. Now, why is that? Like I said, we're seeing an increased cost in SSD prices, we're seeing an increased cost in RAM prices, and we're about to see a massive leap in GPU prices, with reports stating that at some point this month, the 5090 is going to increase from like 2,000 USD to over 5,000 USD. That is insane. So of course, any type of computer machine, aka the Steam Machine, is going to cost a lot more than it was originally going to, which is probably why they didn't reveal the pricing when they showed off the machine the first time, is because they didn't have a full grasp on what they're actually going to be able to charge, because the market is changing so quickly. And it's because of AI, so fuck AI. So now we have this machine that potentially was going to be probably around $1,000. I know the goal would probably be to price it around $899, $799 was my guess, because if you go a little bit higher, then people start to think like, why would I buy this now? Like, cost prohibitive, I could have just bought a PC, you know. But what it's coming to now is that it's likely that because of all these price increases and because of how hard it is to get the materials that they're going to need to actually manufacture this thing, that it's going to cost them well over like $1,500 to produce. And if you're going to spend $1,500, a lot of people are just going to shut their eyes and pretend it doesn't exist because they don't want to spend that kind of money. It becomes unobtainable for them. And Valve doesn't want to put out a hardware that's only going to sell to like the 15 most hardcore Steam users. You know what I mean? It becomes a waste. It becomes too high of a cost to manufacture, and then it becomes too high of a cost to sell. So no one's going to buy it. No one's going to buy the Steam Frame, that new VR system, if it costs $4,000. It's just not going to work. So AI is literally putting us a step backwards because they're halting the production of these things. They're halting the production of the next gen platforms. It's very likely that the PS5, or sorry, the PS6, which is rumored to come out in 2027, will now most likely be well delayed into the future, because these RAM shortages and GPU shortages and CPU shortages and SSD shortages are expected to happen until like 2029, which means we could now be entering what could be the longest console cycle ever, because no one's going to be able to get a new console if the new console costs $2,000. And it's also that fucking people can go on Twitter and ask Grok to turn girls around and put them in micro bikinis. Is that really necessary, dude? Is it really worth it? I don't think so. I really don't. And now we're giving up hardware, we're giving up games, we're giving up the development of great new phones, great new technology, all in the name of ChatGPT. Who gives an absolute fuck about that, man? I want the Steam Machine. I want to see the power of the PS6. I want to see the new PlayStation handheld. I want to see what possibly Xbox is thinking for next generation. I want to see the future of gaming, and I want to see what we're capable of doing in the future of gaming. And right now, it seems like all people care about is like, let's use AI to upscale some textures. Who gives a fuck, man? Hire a good texture artist to make some good textures. Yeah, it costs a lot of money and it takes a long time. Yeah, but that's how it works. And you produce great works of art made by humans, made by real people that can get real shit done, and it looks good and people enjoy it and you feel the emotional connection and you have a great time playing it. It's not Sam Altman sitting in his fucking office being like, I wonder what I could type into ChatGPT today. Or fucking Elon Musk being like, haha, I laugh so much when you put a bikini on a toaster. You're a loser, dude. You're a loser. You're ruining Valve. You're ruining the Steam Machine, you're ruining the future of hardware, and you're fucking up the games industry, man, because some people just want to build a cool PC so that they can play some cool games. So fuck AI, dude. The Steam Machine literally might never come out. It literally might never come out at this rate. I don't think they're gonna launch it like a $2,000 piece of hardware. I just don't. If you want something right now, switch to PS5, Xbox. I mean, why would you want it? But Xbox, you better buy it right now, dude. You better buy it right now because it's going to be worse. Fuck AI, dude.